Look at those squash bugs. All this, it looks like sticks. They said we got hail, but it's nowhere near ready, so. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Rooted in Nature. Now, today is week 10 full vegetable garden tour, okay? Now, we've been doing a garden tour every single week, so this is the 10th week into this growing season, our summer growing season. So, my containers are looking pretty bad and stuff. I'm not gonna include them into the garden tour, only because I do that every week, so they all look the same this week. So if you want to know what they look like, go watch last week's garden tour. Now, I will link the garden tour playlist in the description below. Sorry. All right, y'all. So just think about this while you're looking, because some things might look really bad. The reason why is because we had a storm last night. Now, this is my first time being out here after, so I don't know how things look. So we're going through it together, okay? I didn't see any, but it was nighttime, and I wasn't out there looking for it. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's start in this bed. So we got some green beans down here that are all beat up by the rain and stuff. Then we have some jalapenos here, which is a non-spicy jalapeno. We have a bell pepper here and another bell pepper there. Wait, I forgot to take out something. We had a huge harvest, the biggest harvest I've ever had in my whole garden, actually, just yesterday. So, I'll link that video down below. You can go to my channel and look at it, or you can look in the description. But it was on Friday. Sorry, couldn't get that up. And today's Saturday, so anyway. We have basil in here. We have bugs on the basil. Japanese beetles. Every time I see them, I flick them off or squish them. And that's really all that's in this bed. Oh, can't forget about the onions. We do have onions over there. They're starting to bulb up some, if you can see. Then we have chamomile that has been done for. We have dead bean plants except for one. But that's because we were in a drought. Look at those squash bugs. Yeah, these aren't my squash that I planted, so I'm not really that worried about it. Don't really care about these. I'm glad they're staying here and not on my other ones. But I'll squish them just because. Anyway, yeah, so we have a bean plant right here, which I got a bunch of beans off of yesterday. So go look at that video after you watch this one or before. Now there is tomatoes to be harvested, but you will see that on Tuesday, because every Tuesday I post Tomato Tuesday. So that was new from last week, but we're gonna start doing it every week. Anyway, so we have some bean plants, some patio tomato plants that aren't staked and are getting damaged because of that. So that's that. Now we're gonna go down the tomato row. You will see hornworm damage, okay? That's just a given. It's the summertime and we're in South Carolina. That's what happens here every single year. I don't spray for it. I just pick them off, and yeah, I don't do nothing in my garden. Don't put no sprays in my garden or nothing. So starting right here, we have automatic hornworm damage. Now I got one off of this 2 days ago, but I didn't see if this is how bad it was. So this tomato's bad. Alright, y'all, so y'all see the tomatoes. We got green bean plants there. We have a lemon boy. I usually go on the varieties, but I'm not gonna do that this video, just because it just rained, everything's wet, and I don't wanna get down in there by the plants. So these are cherry tomatoes on this side, and this is slicers on this side, if you're new here. Now, our hornworm damage, let's see, there's some here. Now, is that new? I'm not sure. Is that new? I don't know. I'll let y'all know if I see a hornworm. I'll show y'all a hornworm, just in case you don't know what it is. But that's only if I see one. And if I don't show y'all, that's a good thing. That means there's not one in our garden. this is hornworm damage right here. All this, it looks like sticks. Yes, that's hornworm damage. So that's that. They're not gonna do nothing. I might as well pull them, but I'll actually pull them soon because, not soon, but there'll be a video coming on while I pull them. Hopefully, if I remember. Then we have our pepper. I'm gonna go on pepper and I'm just gonna go up this row. So besides we have pepper, and then this row is just anything. So we have a lot of peppers. We harvested a lot of peppers, and we have hornworm damage on our peppers, y'all. I know it's kind of crazy. I didn't think they'd eat peppers either, but yeah. We have some eggplant. Let me know what to do with eggplant, y'all, because y'all, if y'all are new here, I don't know what to do with eggplant. I'm just growing it just because I bought some. So yeah, and I thought y'all could tell me what to grow. I mean, how to cook it or what to do with it. We have a sunflower here that's made it through the storm somehow and are out of the bloom. We have some cucumbers, more peppers. And yeah, so I'm not getting into this. This is not where this should be. This should be over here. Sorry, but I'm not picking these no more. So yeah. Wow, I ain't been looking at those. We need to harvest those, but I'm not gonna harvest them till next week. So we'll see how big they get. Anyway, I'll get more into that in next week's video. But we have some flowers right here. Well, I mean, get into it next week. I meant the flowers right here. But yeah, we have cucumbers, Katrina cucumbers, my favorite. They don't need pollination. I'm gonna end up figuring out what that word is. I know what the word is, but I just can't think of it every time I turn on this camera. I'm not supposed to be walking on this. I'm supposed to actually put these up. But we have watermelon over here. We have watermelon kind of everywhere over here in this little mini watermelon patch. We have cucumbers that could be picked, or they can get bigger, so we'll see how big they get next week. We have some peppers, and there's a green bean plant. Then we make it up here to the cantaloupe. Now, you might be thinking, what happened here? Well, my dog decided they wanted just to pick a cantaloupe, so they grabbed the cantaloupe and pulled the whole vine up out of the ground. So that's what happened there. This one's getting kind of big, and it's kind of heavy too, but it's nowhere near ready. So yeah, we got another one right there. We had 5. They took the plant with the most on it, of course, but it's all right. This can't be on there. Then we have another pepper plant. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that either. We have the rest in the ground is pepper plants. So we have 3 shishitos right here. 1, 2, and 3. Then we have a Jaworski, Quadrando or something. I don't know how to say it. Jimmy Nardello, another Jimmy Nardello, Habanada, and Mini Bell. These are supposed to be jalapenos, but I don't know what they are. So yeah. Now that's the full in-ground garden. Now I'm gonna show y'all the raised bed of green beans. And yes, I know there's hornworm damage on the tomato, but I really don't care about this tomato. It just popped up. So yeah, I didn't plant it, so I wasn't intending on picking off of it. So, but if I can find them, I will definitely get rid of him, because I don't want him traveling to any of my other tomatoes. Because look. So hopefully he's gone, which they don't just leave, they stay. So I don't know. But anyway, this is my bean bed, my green bush bean bed. It's just beans. And I just picked these in the garden yesterday. So go look at that. But we already got some on here that are ready to be picked for next week. So we'll just wait next week to pick those. But yeah, so now that's my full in-ground garden, and that's my full garden, okay? Not my containers, but that's everything else. Let me know if y'all want to see a container garden tour. And this garden tour was very short, but I have a lot of things to do in my garden. We have storm damage, but that'll be in next week's video. We have storm damage. We have a bed we need to reset. We have a lot of stuff to do. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because if you hear me right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? I mean, you made it to the end of the video, so you might as well subscribe for me. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I'll see y'all Monday. Bye, y'all.